Long time ago, a small village caught fire. All villagers got engaged to douse the fire. In the village, there lived a crow who was trying to escape when he noticed a small bird hurrying back and forth between the nearest river and the fire. He headed towards the small bird and noticed that the little bird was running to the river, picking up small drops of water in her beak, returning back and throwing the tiny bit of water on the flames. The crow approached the little bird and yelled at her, "What are you doing? Have you gone crazy? You are not going to achieve anything by doing this. What are you trying to do? You must run for your life." The little bird stopped for a moment, looked at the crow, and then answered, "I know, with all my efforts and strength, I will not be able to extinguish this fire, but in future, whenever people will talk about this incident, I will be remembered as the one who at least tried and not as the one who just watched and did nothing to save this village, because I'm doing the best I can with what I have." Here, this incident reminds me of a beautiful saying which goes as, there are 3 kinds of people in this world. 1, who make things happen. 2, who watch things happen. And 3, who keep sitting and in the end say, "What happened?" Undoubtedly, history salutes them with pride who make things happen, and I'm sure you all want to be in the first category, the one who make things happen, like the bird in the story. But to fall in this category, certain traits and features are essential to be imbibed in our personality. Do you know what are those special qualities, those attributes? Today, let us find out those special qualities that make us fall in the first category and helps us to be a true disciple of the spiritual path. The very first attribute is always be positive. Someone has beautifully quoted, "If you think positively, sound becomes music, movement becomes dance, smile becomes laughter, mind becomes meditation, and life becomes a celebration." You all must have heard of the famous 3 monkeys. What do the 3 monkeys say? See right, speak right, listen to the right. But today, the modern day management brings the 4th monkey as well, which says, think right. And it's the most important monkey amongst all. You know why? Because if our thoughts are right, then our speech, our sight, and our hearing all will automatically become right. And His Holiness Shri Ashutosh Maharaj often says that a spiritually charged person never entertains negative thoughts. He is always charged up with positivity and spread positive vibes throughout. Secondly, a true disciple is determined. Gurudev, His Holiness Shri Ashutosh Maharaj says, there are 3 kinds of people in the world: the wills, the won'ts, and the can'ts. The first accomplish everything, the second they oppose everything, and the third they fail in everything. So decide it for yourself and find out which kind of personality you own. You must have heard about the great inventor of the electric bulb, Edison. During his school days, his teacher wrote a remark in his textbook that Tommy is too stupid to learn. Get him out of the school. He had only 3 months of formal schooling. Despite 1,000 failures, he stood by that dream until he made the dream lamp a reality. When he was asked, Aren't you disappointed by so many failures? Don't you get bored with the unending experimentation? To this, Edison replied, I will not say I failed 1,000 times. I will say that I discovered 1,000 ways that can cause failure. Likewise, a true disciple possesses the same quality. Whatsoever may try to delineate him from his path, he always remains oriented towards his goal. Third attribute is enthusiasm. A true disciple marches with an enthusiastic spirit. He is full of zeal and energy. The word enthusiasm comes from a Greek word, enthusiamos, which means divine inspiration. And who can give us this divine inspiration other than His Holiness Shri Ashutosh Maharaj Ji, who showed us the Almighty Lord within. So, to derive real enthusiasm, establish your connection with the perennial source of peace and bliss, that is, God Himself. Fourth attribute is collective consciousness, that is, oneness in spirit and goal. His Holiness Shri Ashutosh Maharaj Ji often says, you have the power to bend the mountains. You have the power to change the path of storms. You have the power to achieve unimaginable. And this strength can be multiplied many folds if all awakened units come together, join hands, and are focused on one single goal, leaving no scope for deviations and distractions. Do you know why a laser beam can cover longer range of distance with full intensity and brightness, whereas a ray of ordinary light fails to make it through large distance and becomes dull and dim? It is so because a laser beam has minimum divergence and high directionality. Likewise, when all awakened beings will walk hand in hand in one direction, focused on one goal, no sooner the day will come when every corner of this world will shine bright in the glory of divine peace and bliss. Therefore, let us pray in the lotus feet of our revered Master to give us the energy that we could wipe off all the differences and unite for the bigger cause. At last, I would say, dear brothers and sisters, let us all try to imbibe these qualities in our personalities so that we may become the true disciple and followers of His Holiness Shri Ashutosh Maharaj Ji in real sense, and gain the credit of getting enlisted amongst those who make things happen and whom this world remembers with pride forever. Sadguru Maharaj Ji ki Jai, Sache Darbar ki Jai.